everyone. Today is my In Case You Missed It broadcast, which is a time when I can pull from all my other social media channels, and in case you missed it from any of my other platforms, whether it's my blog, my shop, my YouTube channel, or any of the other social media feeds, this is the one place where I pull everything together from the week and show you everything that's been going on. And today, at the end, I'm even going to have some previews of things that have never been discussed, mentioned, or shown anywhere else before. So stay tuned to the end to see some of my exciting new surprises coming. I'll just wait a couple minutes to see if anybody, or not if anybody, when anyone starts joining. And I'll just knit a row on this sweater that I'm working on until I start to see some people show up. I'm not sure how Facebook Live works in the respect, I'm not sure if you get to start from the beginning when you're watching live, or if you just come in to whatever point you started. Like, let's say I started 5 minutes ago and you come in now. I don't know if you get to see what happened up until now, or if you just get the live. So I'll wait a couple minutes just in case. At least enough time to get one row of this sweater done. And then we will get started. I happen to be wearing one of the pieces that I'm going to talk about today. Sometimes I don't always get a chance to photograph things as well or as quickly as I'd like to. And so when if that's the case, what I end up doing is taking quick photos of, let's say, a shawl while it's being blocked, or a vest on a mannequin, and I'll use those as quick photos to use as markers until better photos can be made. And this vest is one of those examples because it is a beautiful vest that I have as a free pattern on my website and as a kit. You can buy the yarn to make this as well, but I still don't have good photos for it. So that's one of the first things I'm going to talk about today, and that's some patterns that are available but don't actually have great photos yet, so I can explain the project a little better. Hi Gloria, you're from Charleston, West Virginia. Wonderful. Thanks for joining today. Glad you could be here. Okay, so this is one of the first pieces that I wanted to talk about. This is a vest done in Be So Fine yarn, and it's really a simple project. It's a V, or I'm sorry, it's not a V. It's a rectangle with holes for sleeves. But because it's so loose and airy, and the armholes are at the top of the rectangle, not in the center, you can take the front corners here and tie them to create something that looks a lot more like a fitted vest. And so you can see it actually transforms it from a rectangle into something that looks like a fitted garment. I think that is so cool. So then that brings me to another vest. I did two vests at the same time and had no time or extra person to do good photography for it. So the photos on my website are just of them on a mannequin. And this is another one that's crocheted but also in Be So Fine yarn. Each one of these is a two-hank project. And this one, you can see the holes are in the center of the rectangle, and what that means is that this one is worn a little bit differently from the other one. That one we tied in the front, and you could do that with this one as well, but because the holes are further down on the rectangle, we actually have more of a collar and a front. So this one's a little more loose and drapey, but also can totally be worn untied. And either one of these would be fantastic for wearing a shawl pin. Of course I have them, and I don't have one close by, or do I? Oh, here's one. And these are something that I make and sell on my website also. So you could take a shawl pin and place it right there also. So that would be a super easy way to wear this, or wear it on, I think this one just sits so nicely on its own. And that's totally different from the other one. Each one of them is a rectangle with sleeves, so depending on whether you put your sleeves in the center of the rectangle or in the top third of the rectangle, you'll either get something that drapes in the front like this, because these are in the center, or on this one, where the armholes are in the top third of the rectangle, you get a piece that's easier to easier to tie. So this one ends up being something that you could tie and make it look a lot more like an actual fitted vest. Really deceptively simple to make because you're just making rectangles, but yet you get these finished pieces. Oh, hi Tyson, thank you very much. Okay, so next up would be to tell you some other things that you've missed this week. And the first thing I wanted to show you is that, remember this shawl that's done with lacy cakes? This is a one hank project with the Be So Fine Lacy Cakes, which is a 5-color self-striping yarn. Here's a sample of it in another colorway. And I probably have this colorway here too. Yeah, here's this colorway right here. Already wound up and ready to go in its storage bag. That's how I sell all of my yarns. Here's another colorway of it. Well, anyways, the reason why I was showing you this today is because on my YouTube channel, I now have video instructions for how to do these shawls. So you have the line-by-line instructions on my website, but then in the free pattern form. But now you also have the videos, and I have it in right-handed and left-handed crochet videos. Hi Jeannie, I can't wait to see yours. So this is the shawl that I made for the pattern, and so now you have the free pattern you can download on my website, as well as whether you're a right-handed or left-handed crocheter, you can watch the video and follow along on my YouTube channel. And everything that I'll be talking about today in the broadcast, I will have links to all of this when it goes to the recorded version. Let's see. Oh, and then I've been doing scarves in the tidbits. If you remember from last week, I've started a new section, a new type of yarn product on my website, and that's called tidbits. It's a smaller sample size of Be So Fine yarn, and each tidbit sells for only $10.99, and you can make one of these super cute scarves. 2 of the patterns have been released so far. This one has been made into a video already, and so you can download the free pattern on my website, and you can also see the videos. This comes in right-handed and left-handed crocheter videos on my YouTube channel. I do have some that are beaded as well, and the free pattern is available for one of the beaded scarves already, and the videos are coming soon. Okay, and that brings me to, oh, let's see. Oh, maybe you saw this last week. I can't remember what all I showed last week, but I have this giant tote bag that I made to be able to bring my king-size quilt to the beach. And not only is it done now, look at the size of this. I needed it to be big to fit beach towels as well as my king-size quilt, so it's massive. But this is done in Be So Sporty yarn, and not only is the free pattern available to download on my website, but you can also see the right-handed and left-handed crochet videos on my YouTube channel for this one as well. Hi Dressy, great, glad to see you. Let's see. I'm glad you're enjoying the patterns. That's wonderful. So this one is now a free pattern and videos on YouTube. I cannot wait to take this to the beach. As soon as I have a beachy day, I am definitely taking it. I've been looking for a bag big enough for the items that I bring to the beach for a long time. Which brings me to a question I had this week. Somebody asked me, how do I knit and crochet on the beach without getting my yarn messy? Well, first of all, I don't feel like sand really bothers me that much because you can always wash it out. However, because I take a king-size quilt with me to lay out before I sit on the quilt, I'm in the center and there's so many feet in other direction before the edge that I feel like having my project in a bag and sitting in the middle there, I don't really get sand on it. And I always put it away before I go out and go for a walk or go to the water, so my yarn stays really well protected that way. So the flip side of that is that bringing a king-size quilt is a rather large item to carry, and that's why I've been searching for such a big bag for so long. Not searching anymore. Now I have the perfect bag. What was next on I made a list today, so I tried not to forget things. Margaret, oh, thank you for joining me today. Can't wait to go on my road trip to you. Oh, wonderful. That would be great. I hope you're coming to Florida. Oh, which reminds me of another thing that's new this week. If you haven't heard of Meetup, it's a really cool website and app for getting people to meet other people in real life. We do so much online, and I think that we forget how important it is to have real connections with people in person, face to face. So I joined Meetup this week, and I set up a knitting and crochet group in my area. So if anybody is coming to Southwest Florida anytime soon, if you want to sign up for or to join my group on Meetup, I'll have a link again in the video description box. It's going to be on Tuesdays from 6 to 8 at my local Panera, and it's going to be there until we outgrow it. So for the time being, that's where it's going to be, and I'm really excited to start meeting people in person. That's how I met some of my first friends when I moved to Florida. I had joined someone else's group, and I'm really excited to start my own group this time because it'll be a great way to interact with other fellow yarn lovers and knitters and crocheters. And as we get moving and get to know each other, I thought it was going to be a really fun way for me to give back to my community and to help people and teach people and have the ability to bring samples and things of my yarns, so in case people want to see them in real life before they order them, I'll always have projects and samples with me. So I think it's going to be super fun, and even if you don't live in my area, but you think you might be coming to my area, you're always welcome to join us. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. Oh, okay, Tyson. I will keep that in mind. That's actually a really beautiful motif. The Blue Lagoon is a spiral round motif, and it's in my book Seamless Crochet. So I teach you how to join as you go without having to cut yarn between motifs. So we'll add that to the list. Thank you for your feedback. That's cool. I have a new, if you aren't on my mailing list, I highly recommend that you join it. It's free and it's completely private. You can follow a link at the top of my website for that. And in a newsletter this week, I shared some new shipping rates, not only for domestic but international. I've greatly reduced my shipping rates all over the world. So anybody who has maybe been hindered by shipping rates in the past, I just want you to know that you might want to take a look and fill up your cart and check out the shipping quote. The rates have come down quite a bit. I am absorbing some of the costs just to help people be able to use my yarn. You know what, Jean? I meant to, and I have not done it yet, but I promise it is on my short list of things that are coming very soon. I will be doing the Yarn on Canvas videos very soon. I was kind of conflicted on what to do first because I wanted to make sure it was a beginner project, and I know I like to jump in both feet first sometimes, and I was worried that the one that I started was a little too advanced for a beginner project, so I'm just going to start all over, and there will be one coming really soon. But thanks for asking, because I want you to know it really is coming. Let's see, what's next on my list? Oh, I've got new projects that are coming. First, this one's already on my website. Free pattern. It uses Be So Brave, my worsted weight American merino wool, made completely start to finish in the US. But I wanted to bring it out because in cold weather, this is my go-to piece when I'm leaving the house. And I can even put it on over my vest, because if I were going to wear this as my outfit, I would still put this over the top. It's so soft, so warm, and has that great pop of color that I love in outerwear accessories. So just wanted to remind you that if you're looking for a casual piece for making and wearing on a slightly colder day, to keep that in mind, it's a Ruana. So I brought that one out just as a quick reminder because it's kind of chilly here today. And if you live up north, don't be mad at me, but I've lived here 9 years in Southwest Florida, and a cold day here is not the same thing as a cold day up north. But when you've been here a long time, it's still cold. So to yourself. So this is the piece that I'm going to be wearing when I have to leave the house today. So that's why it's sitting out. I have 2 new patterns I also wanted to show you that are coming soon. They will be free patterns on my website later this week, or I guess it's Friday, so there'll be free patterns on my website next week. And also there'll be videos and yarn kits. This one is a beaded little scarf. It's 1 hank of Be So Brave yarn, this same American merino wool that's worsted weight. And I'll put it up close and maybe you can see it has really beautiful pink buttons. I'm sorry, beads in the yarn. And then I matched those pink beads with a pink button right here. And I'm going to end up putting 3 pink buttons along this edge. I have 3 buttonholes along this edge. Only one of them I think will ever be functional, but I thought it would be cute to put all 3 on there anyway. And so it's something that you can just wear like this. I love the contrast of the pink and orange together. And so this will just be a little pop of color, little tiny scarf, cowl, whatever you want to call it. And actually you could twist it and make it a Mobius as well. But I absolutely love it, and I love the beads. These are a matte bead, and that brings me to something else I wanted to ask today. If you're interested in me putting together kits with these special beads that I find at different specialty stores that I shop at, I'm happy to put together kits. And if you don't want them and you just want to buy your own beads and just learn how to bead from me, that's fine too. But until I figure out whether people are interested in buying the beads or not, I'll probably just teach you how to bead my yarns. So that's a new pattern that will be coming out next week. And then this one is something that I wanted to show you as a preview for 2 reasons. Let's see if you can see yeah, you can see all the way to the bottom. Okay, this is going to be, I don't know if you noticed that my phone just rang. I declined the call, so hopefully we're back to business. Anyway, this is going to be a gorgeous crochet lace cardigan. It's a vest so far, and I've been conflicted. Will I wear it more as a vest or a cardigan? I don't know, but probably going to go ahead and finish the sleeves, but not until I figure out this band. There's a bikini designer who is extremely talented, just amazing designer, who lives locally here, and she buys yarn from me to make really beautiful bikinis. Hi Eliza, thanks for joining. And she picked up yarn last week, and yeah, I know, Jean, it looks good as a vest too. I'm still conflicted about what I'm gonna do. She buys yarn for me to make bikinis, and she bought a color combination last week that really threw me because it was something I wouldn't have thought of. And this is Be So Sporty yarn, by the way. It's Iced Silver Fox, Harbor Fog, and Pink Damask. And as we sat there both looking at the colors together, we were saying, oh my God, that's like a really cool, sophisticated mermaid palette. And so I've been haunted by the colors combination for the last couple weeks since she was here. And I've been wanting to do this cardigan for a while, but I thought maybe I'll do a mermaid scale collar on it. Well, I'm up to 3rd attempt at this collar now, and just so you know, you're not the only, if you ever have problems where you rip things out and start over, you are not the only one, my friends. I do the same thing. This one, I've done 3 different variations on what I think of as scales. You know, an offset color with another offset piece of color. So I wanted to do offset scales in the pink and the green, and then the border in the silver. Well, each time I do it, I'm either not happy with the way the pattern comes out, not happy with the color combinations, like the silver has gotten lost in 1 or 2 of them. But now I liked this one, but if you can see the bottom here, the gauge isn't working out well. It looks like it's working out well, but look at the bottom of the cardigan. It's pulling up at the top, at the front. And one of my pet peeves is when a cardigan pulls up in the front and then drapes down in the back. If you want a high-low top, great. I like high-low tops too, and if it's done on purpose, I like it. I don't like it on this one. So unfortunately, I hate saying this, I'm going to rip this all out again. Not the sweater. The sweater's perfect as it is. I'm going to try it on too so you can see it because it looks super cute on. And you'll see why I'm conflicted about it as a vest or a cardigan, because it's looking awesome as a vest on its own. Okay, so here's the vest now. Looks great from the back, great from the side, great from the front, except look at how it's curling up here. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do for this one is make a separate collar, maybe even work in short rows and work up and around this way. Block the sweater, block the collar, and then when they're the same exact length, you know, when this whole length is the same length as like it'll be a skinny scarf, then I'll sew them together. And I know we all like to do things that are not sewing, crocheting together, but I think this is one example to make it a perfect classic piece that stays in your wardrobe a long time, and a gorgeous lace cardigan falls into that category for me. I need to make sure it's perfect, and so we're going to be ripping it out one more time, probably working on one more stitch pattern in the 3 colors. I'm still convinced it's those 3 colors for the collar, but we're going to do it one more time, and then I think it'll be good. Let's see, what was I going to talk about next? I just don't want to I want to make sure I don't forget anything. That's why I kept a list this time. I go on tangents and get excited and forget to talk about things. So thank you, Gloria, and anybody else who commented that I didn't see yet. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I really love it too. Oh, by the way, last week I did not see comments, and I felt so badly afterwards. For some reason they weren't scrolling in the live feed, and I wasn't able to reply till the end. So anytime you think I don't see your comments, it's probably because I didn't see them. I'm happy to comment live as much as I can, and I will always reply in the recorded feedback if necessary. And if you watch after the fact, I get notifications on my phone, so I can always reply to any of your questions or comments from there too. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, let's see. I have 3 more things to talk about, and all 3 of these are previews, so I don't even have all the details to tell you about it yet, but I have 2 new yarns coming and 1 new shop coming. Well, the shop actually isn't new. It's my Redbubble shop, and I don't know if you're familiar with Redbubble or not, but it's this really cool website where artists can upload their artwork, and they'll put it on different types of products, and then you can buy those products from them through the artist's shop. And so I have a shop on Redbubble, and just like some of my artwork up here, you can find my artwork in my Redbubble shop, and you can buy all sorts of cool products with my artwork on it. I've bought, so far I've bought travel mugs and different kinds of mugs. You can buy leggings, you can buy dresses, you can buy tote bags, you can buy scarves, all sorts of things. And I've got a couple pieces here that I can show you. I didn't think to bring all of them. One more second. Okay, I don't have the leggings here with me today, but my mom has the leggings in this print, and I have to tell you, it is absolutely gorgeous as a pair of leggings. And I'm in the process of figuring out which prints I want for leggings next too. And when I have more pieces, which will be in the next week or 2, I'll do more of a fashion show with these so I can show you. But here's one of the dresses in my mermaid this is in my mermaid scales print. I think this is so cute with like a jean vest or a jean jacket over it. Bye, Eliza. I'll talk to you next time. So the dresses are super cute. They're A-line and a high collar sleeveless, so it'd be great over a cardigan, over a shrug, or with a shrug or cardigan over the top, or jean jacket or vest. And then this is one of the scarves. These scarves just melt my heart. Look at how sheer that is. Isn't that amazing? So like, imagine wearing this as a scarf, as a shawl, as a beach cover-up. You can go to my YouTube channel and watch my different videos on how to crochet on fabric and turn this into a showstopper. And what I'm working on next is a combination of sewing and knitting and crochet, and I'm going to show you how to make these into garments as well. Really excited about that, and I'm waiting on a shipment of these scarves to come in right now. And as soon as they do, I will be making different types of garments to show you if you have basic sewing skills, if you can cut and figure out how to put them together, it'll be that easy. But what I wanted to show you today though, is that even if you're only gonna wear this as it comes, it couldn't be more gorgeous. I wear mine to the beach. This is 56 inches square. So I will show you, it's super easy for tying. You know, you can tie it up like this, wear it as a beach cover-up, or in the front. One thing I can't do at my size, I'm 5'9" and a size 12. One thing I can't do is tie it around my neck and wear this type of sarong, but not that you couldn't add a crochet chain to the end of these and it would be perfect. Which could be something that we could do in the future, because that would make it amazing. And if you're a smaller frame person, you could do that now with the 56 inches square. But there are so many possibilities with a piece of fabric 56 inches square, and I'm going to show you all sorts of amazing things to do with it. But like I said, in the meantime, you fold it in half and you have a double triangular shawl. I mean, you could wear them all sorts of ways. Really excited about that. The fabric is just so beautiful. It's two-sided as well as sheer. Really cool. So check out in another phone call. We're almost done though. Okay, so now I want to show you a sneak preview of my 2 new yarns that are coming soon. I'm not even going to give you the names just yet. I'm just going to give you a short preview. You might want to sign up for the mailing list on my website so you'll be first to know when the yarns get released. But I have 2 types of organic cotton that are coming soon. One of them is going to be sport weight and one of them is going to be worsted weight. And I can give you a sneak preview of both. This is a market bag done in the sport weight version. Let me show you up close. And I have to tell you, this is some of the softest cotton I have ever felt. As I was crocheting this, sometimes cotton makes my hands get tired. As I was crocheting this, my hands didn't get tired, and the whole time I kept saying, I cannot wait to make a crochet sweater out of this or a knit sweater out of this, because I know it will be my favorite sweater I've ever worn. For that relaxed sweater that you would just put on for comfort and just wear oversized, this is going to be the yarn for that. Unless you prefer to make a sweater like that in worsted weight. And I'm working on my first sweater in the worsted weight cotton. This is also organic cotton. And this is going to be a tank top actually for me to wear this summer. And I've got a cute little peephole in the top of the neck. So this is a tank top that started from here. And so this is a worsted weight organic cotton. And so these are 2 yarns that you will be seeing from me very, very soon. Super excited about them. Have tons of samples and patterns to make to show you how to use it, but that is a very sneak peek of some things that are coming soon. If you have any questions, by all means, leave me a comment here or anywhere. And if you have ideas for new videos or tutorials, I'm always open to suggestions. And if, oh, that reminds me, one more set of videos that I did on YouTube this week was about selling your knitting and crochet items. I've got lots of information and opinions on the subject, and if you're interested in my opinions, 2 parts of that video series have begun on YouTube, and next week I will be finishing up with a couple more segments on it because I think there's a lot to be said and a lot to be discussed about it. I'm always open to your ideas on that as well. It's Friday, TJIF, have a wonderful day and have a great weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Bye! Please subscribe to my channel for more videos.